All right, we're doing a little bit more. So, I'm working on this concept of channeling this guy, right? You've heard of channeling before, where you're basically expressing somebody else, his personality and all their consciousness through yourself, which sounds like a parlor trick and a typical human invention to entertain themselves with. But there have been some interesting scientific studies that shows that some people are indeed apparently, maybe through quantum physics, touching something that is giving them knowledge that they shouldn't have by science's specifications. Edgar Cayce was a man, they used to call him the sleeping prophet, right? Because he used to give his revelations in a period of time between waking and sleep, either going into sleep or emerging from sleep. I've also experienced this myself, and so have some people who know me. And there is that period of time when going to sleep and waking up in that sort of half-awake state where I can answer literally any question. It does not come from my knowledge as Jesse. It comes from something else. I don't know what it is, but it comes through so clearly and so confidently that it seems like there's no disputing the fact that it must be fact. Really strange stuff, but and everything always is verifiable that comes through in that way, which must be of some weight scientifically to say that we don't understand how this works, and it may actually be a thing, this channeling thing. I still always considered it sort of woo-woo, and if I can't see how it works, I don't believe it. But I did have an experience or two over the last couple of years to where I felt like if I sort of just relaxed and didn't do anything, something started to talk through me. I know it sounds fucking weird, but it's exactly sort of what would happen, where it's sort of like this stream of consciousness sort of expression that started coming out of me, and it started out sort of like gibberish and kind of crazy and off the wall, but then it would find this trajectory in the storyline as if there was somebody else trying to express through me an actual narrative or a lesson or something of actual value, which is fucking bizarre. And what's amazing is the human brain. So the human brain can create all of this kind of stuff in the form of an illusion to us conscious being to make us believe that we're doing things that are sort of supernatural, as we would say. But I find it interesting because I don't give a shit. And when shit comes along, life's short, man. I'm fucking 50 like that. And, so might as well just pay attention to some of what's going on while we're here. And there has been this personality that seems to push itself through, and it does happen when I'm drinking. I'll give it that. But not excessive drinking. It doesn't come through then. It only comes through when I sort of loosen up and I'm alone, basically. And he starts talking, this guy. And it sounds like a sort of like a Scottish accent, I guess, or Irish, or fucking, I'm not sure what it is. But it's got this lilt and this da-da-da to it that I don't feel like I could articulate on my own, really. But when he starts talking, it sounds like it's natural, I guess. I don't know. It's honestly something I don't understand. Fuck. Life's a pain in the ass and it's boring and then you die. So I'm kind of fucking around with this thing. Well, it's happening. So I'm going to start trying to express that. And I months ago, at a time in my life when things were really bad, I was going through divorce, I posted the first part of sort of like a foray into this idea on Facebook where that guy, I called it The Visitor, and the guy just started talking and saying all kinds of stuff, and I listened to it later, and the guy, it sounds like somebody who's not familiar with the current day culture, and sort of like calls into question certain things in today's culture, which I think anybody with an outside perspective, or definitely a bigger perspective, would have plenty to say critically about where we're at right now, this time here on planet Earth. Anyway, the guy, I don't have any name for. I don't. This is just happening on its own, and I called him The Visitor because he used to come in the evenings. Late in the evenings when everything else had been taken care of and everything was sort of quiet and I wasn't thinking about anything else. I didn't have the TV on. I wasn't playing the guitar or messing with the computer or anything like that. Just sitting there, and then he would sort of start talking. So I know it sounds crazy, but there he was, So I'm gonna try to express it to people because he might be interesting. I think he's interesting, and he seems to know shit that I don't. Go figure, right? So let's see what he does. Cheers.